Lynch. Becky's coming back. She's going to win it. She's going to enter at number 30. She's not going to show up. She didn't show up at Raw on Netflix like everybody thought she did. She didn't show up on last week when she could have gone face-to-face with Rhea Ripley. No, she ain't showing up this Monday. Of course, now that I've recorded this, she probably will. She ain't going to show up next week either. She is going to come down to number 30, where we're going to be like, is this chick showing up or what? Last match that we need to talk about here is the Women's Royal Rumble match. Last year won by Bayley. She went on to win the WWE Women's Championship against Io Sky. We have one woman as of right now who is declared for this matchup, and it is Nia Jax. The 29 other women, wide open. I think this is the year we're going to get a number of surprises. We haven't gotten a whole lot of surprises in the Women's Royal Rumble the last few years. 2
years ago we did.
2 years ago,
that was the one that had the Oscar return, the Chelsea return, that was like a whole bunch of returns.
Right, but I mean like in a sense of like those were women that still showed up and were going to be main contributors still moving forward. I mean, like, it's been a while since they loaded it up with the one and done veteran appearances, right? So we might get a few of those this year.
3 years ago. That was 3 years ago.
I said a couple of years.
Melina, right?
So I think this one's going to be loaded with surprises. I got a few names in mind of who could win this. I'm curious to see how you guys think it's going to go.
I've got one. Charlotte Flair. That's it. Pick. No more said. Charlotte Flair.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
It's a great pick. I think that Charlotte Flair is going to get a Cody-type treatment, what Cody got before the 2023 Royal Rumble, where you get the series of vignettes, you know the return is imminent, and then the week before, like the Friday Night SmackDown, the second to last Friday Night SmackDown before Royal Rumble, they announced she's in the Royal Rumble match. And she should be considered a favorite to win the Royal Rumble match. I will be different. And I will go with my heart. I will not go with my head. My head is saying Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch. Those are the type of people that are going to want to win. My heart is saying Io Sky needs to win. Io Sky wins. She goes on to face Rhea Ripley. That's a fresh matchup. I'm done with the horsewomen for now. We need a break from the horsewomen in all the title matches at WrestleMania. So
I was going to say at WrestleMania, because we just got a massive break from the 4 horsewomen for the
I know. I'm talking about at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania. Yeah. It seems like every time, doesn't matter if they're gone the whole year, around WrestleMania time, we have horsewomen in the title matches.
And that's what's going to happen on this one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Charlotte and Tiffany, but my pick, my winner, because if somebody needs to come out here and make history in this damn company and be the first 2-time Women's Royal Rumble winner, it's going to be Becky Lynch. Becky's coming back. She's going to win it. She's going to enter at number 30. She's not going to show up. She didn't show up at Raw on Netflix like everybody thought she did. She didn't show up on last week when she could have gone face-to-face with Rhea Ripley. No, she ain't showing up this Monday. Of course, now that I've recorded this, she probably will. She ain't going to show up next week either. She is going to come down to number 30, where we're going to be like, is this chick showing up or what? And then she's going to come in at number 30. Technically, she came in at 31 when she won the last time, but she's going to come in at number 30 this time around, and she is going to win it.
Who's she going to eliminate?
Oh, gosh. Would they really have her come down to her and Charlotte again?
No, please don't. Please don't do that.
Oh, Liv Morgan. That makes sense. It's going to be Liv.
Yeah,
Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is always
the last person eliminated.
She is the Roman Reigns equivalent for the women's side of the Royal Rumble. She always finishes second. So yeah, she will eliminate Liv Morgan, and that will be her receipt for Liv Morgan beating her for the title cheaply.
What do you think Jordynne Grace is going to wind up being in the Rumble?
I think she will be there. I think she'll
definitely be there. I think she'll definitely be there. I think Masha Slamovich, the TNA Knockouts World Champion, she'll be in it. I think that Mickie James might be making a return in this year's Royal Rumble. Yeah. I can see Trish Stratus making a return in this year's Royal Rumble. Victoria was in the crowd on SmackDown recently. I can see her being in this year's Royal Rumble.
If Trish is there, Lita's there.
Maybe, possibly. I think Trish is almost a slam dunk because this is her 25-year anniversary of being in professional wrestling, and I think she's going to have a a run this year of some kind. Yeah,
see Alexa Bliss coming back in the Royal
Yeah,
Rumble as
I was
well.
gonna say
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss,
Yeah.
Charlotte. You know what? You could sign me up for Alexa winning. In all sincerity, you could sign me up for that as well. It's been a
Could be
long.
Alexa and Charlotte at the end.
Could be.
Are we overlooking Bianca Belair
No.
or Naomi?
No, the Bianca Belair is going to stand out in this Royal Rumble match because you can have Jade Cargill come out. Jade
Right.
reveals it's Bianca and Naomi running wild in the ring. Jade comes out. She grabs Naomi, throws her over the top. Everybody's like, oh my God, it was Naomi that attacked her. And then Belair eliminates Jade Cargill to reveal she was the one that attacked Jade
Love to
the
see
whole
that.
time.
Wow, that's great.
I think that because Bianca still gets like those big pops, right? Because she's still a fan favorite, but she's been out of like the limelight, the main spotlight in the women's division kind of long enough here where I think they could do a reset and really fire her up in a major way and make her a big bad. I still would love to see a power trip between her and Montez Ford if they ever decide to get behind him, but yeah, they could do a lot of really interesting things to fire up this women's division, this Royal Rumble. Last question. The pipe dream that everybody wants. Is this the year we finally see AJ Lee? Yes or no?
No.
Again, I hate to not commit, but it's a 50-50 again, in my opinion.
With AJ, I think it's just one of those things where I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no until I see it. But I do think we get the AJ Lee equivalent of Roxanne Perez in the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we get Julia as well as NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, they need
Because
to do that.
our first promo on NXT was she's gonna use this title as a ticket to go places she's never been before. So
Yeah.
the Royal Rumble makes sense.
Giving Stephanie Vaquer a shot inside the Rumble would be a nice little rub for her as well.
Yes,
Give a chance to showcase what she can do. I'd love to see that as well. There's a lot. I love the fact that this field isn't like lining up with women who haven't been announced. Like it kind of feels like they're being neglected, but at the same time, it opens up a lot of interesting avenues that they could go down for this. SP3, what you got going on this week on your channel?
Check out the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. We got our flagship podcast, me and Chrissy Love, talking about Penta's debut, leading to AEW stars being more open to go to WWE. We talked about the strange case of Corey Graves in WWE as well as WWE and TNA Wrestling's new partnership. So go over and check out the flagship podcast and go over and subscribe if you haven't already.
Bill, what you got going on?
We got Backstage Pass going on.
There you go.
So all my old audio cassette interviews, most of them, hundreds of them,
Your what?
a lot of them have been digitized. And on
what?
Backstage,
What did you say? On what?
Backstage Pass, a lot of my old cassette interviews have been digitized and now available on Backstage Pass. Interviews with Captain Lou Albano, Fred Blassie, Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk, all the territories. They're on Backstage Pass. Also on Backstage Pass, you've got JBL and Jerry Briscoe. You got the Bro, of course, Vince Russo, Mac Davis, Joe Lowry. So much good content. You got to check out Backstage Pass on Patreon. And on regular WrestleBinge, Mac Davis and Teddy Long, Hala Hala, and I do the Wrestling Time Machine every week. And then Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, Dr. Chris Featherstone and I do a live broadcast of Unscripted, and you never know what we're going to talk about, brother.
Fair enough. You can follow me on.
Other than that, nothing going on.
Gotcha. Got it. All right. That was, yep. We got, you can follow me on X at Rick Ucchino. Just did an interview this week with the rookie phenom, Toni Storm, right after she had won the Women's Casino Gauntlet match on AEW Dynamite. Just a very, very bright future for her. Young kid, a lot of promise. I'm excited to see her get to go back home. We talked about how much this meant to her, how much it's going to mean to her mom. That article for Sports Illustrated is pinned on my at the top of my page right now. I firmly suggest you guys go check that out. She's great. I think she's got a shot against Mariah May.
I'm glad to see that she's finally in AEW. Why they didn't take her earlier, I
don't know.
can't figure it out.
I don't know. Hey,
Shame. Damn shame.
They figure. Hey, better late than never. You know, just
You're right.
better late
You're
than never.
absolutely right.
Take care, guys. We'll talk later.